All right, hello and welcome to another session of Fit Essentials Basics. My name is Shauna. I'll be guiding you through class. Let's go ahead and come on up to our feet. All right, we're gonna start with our feet just underneath our hips. Those of you that have been here for a while, you know the cues on that spinal cord breathing. So toes pointing straight ahead. We're gonna bring the arms up and around. Forearms and palms come together. Tuck your arms down to your chest and round in, tucking your hips underneath your body and bow your head down. On the inhale, we're gonna breathe in and open, lifting your chest, turning your head up towards the ceiling. Divide the arms, spread your fingers nice and wide to bring those shoulders back and down. And then reverse it on the exhale, blow the air out. Bring the arms back down, tuck your body up like a little ball. Try to get as much air out of the lungs as you're comfortable with, and then we'll reverse it. This is our rhythm. We're gonna spend about another minute or so here, just inviting the spine to open. Send some good oxygen and blood flow through the body. So you can breathe in and out the nose a bit here. If your nose and nasal passages are clear enough. More light exhale through the lips. Good, lift, open. Turn the head towards the sky as well. And exhale, close. Let's go 1 to 2 more. Last one, up and open. Lifting the head and down and close. Very nice. When you finish that last one, go ahead and relax the arms down, walk the feet just a little bit wider. And from here, we're going to bring the arms out to the side, and we're just going to gently kind of turn one palm up, one palm down, and just rotate the body side to side here. There you go. Great time to smile. Kind of feels a little bit funny. Feel free to be a little bit goofy as well in your facial expressions. Don't take it too seriously. There you go. Good. Get some movement through those shoulders. And now we're going to start to bring the arms in and rotate through the elbows. Yeah, bending at the elbows, circling around at the elbows. Not an area that we focus on too much. And then see if you can reverse that. Try to rotate them around the other way. Don't worry about doing it right or wrong. Just move the arms through the center there. Very good. And then from the elbows, we're going to move it in a little bit closer. Let's roll the wrist around. Roll the wrist one way and roll the wrist the other. Very nice. A couple of full circles. And then reverse it. Full circles there. Feel some pops and clicks in there. I know I do. Fantastic. And then go ahead and shake them out. Shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them, shake them. Ah, good. Feel that vibration through the whole body. And relax. Fantastic. From here, feel a little tingling in the hands after that. Hand on the hips, taking it into our hip circles. Go ahead and circle those hips around. Kind of find the edge of those ranges of motion, not forcing anything. Just loosening up the hip joints. Very good. And then reverse directions when you're ready, taking it back the other way. Very good. All right, from here, we're gonna start to get a little bit more blood flow going. So we're gonna walk the feet in, stand nice and tall, and we're gonna do some step jacks to start. So you're gonna step one foot out, bring the arms up to overhead. Step that foot in, and then you're gonna switch sides, step the other foot out, bring the hands back down. Good. Back and forth, just one foot, then the other. Very good. If anything's going on that you can't quite reach to overhead, just raise the arms as far as you're comfortable. If it's not quite all the way, that's all right, just as much as you can. Couple more here. One side, step it out to the side, bringing it down, and then the other. Fantastic. Arms come up to 90 degrees, and we're going to work our paused march next. So think about lifting everything up. Stand as tall as you can. Pull your shoulder blades together. From here, we're going to shift your weight to one side. Lift the opposite leg, lift the arm forward. Then you'll bring it down and switch. And we're intentionally moving nice and slow here, holding that engagement the whole time, lifting our body up towards the ceiling, shifting sides. Very good. As you shift the weight, grip the toes down, pull up. Try not to have any drop through those hips. So strong. Woo, lost my balance there. And switching sides. Very good. About one more each side. Up and pause, and down and shift. Fantastic, and relax. From here, if you'd like to balance on something, maybe stand next to your chair, grab onto a countertop or a doorway, we're gonna go inner thigh stretch. So you're walking the feet nice and wide. You wanna root down so that you're solid through the soles of your feet. From here, you're gonna reach the arm, or one arm out as like a counterbalance, and you're just gonna go into a little side lunge here, keeping your heel planted, driving the knee out on the side that you're lunging towards. And you come back to the center and take it the other way. Heel stays pushing down to the floor and push your knee out as you lunge towards that side. Good. Couple more each way. Back to center. So heel down, knee out. We don't want this knee diving in. And we're looking to feel a little bit of a stretch on the outstretched legs on that inner thigh. Back to center, and same thing, second side. Very good. Let's give out one more each way. Grip the toes down at the same time that you're thinking about the heel staying down. So the whole foot is planted. When you grip the toes, it activates the arch of the foot, which helps stabilize the ankle, the knee, all the way up through the hip. All right, once you finish that, walk those feet back in. From here, you can balance yourself or balance on the chair. We're going to try to lift everything up, and we're going to roll the ankle around. So coming onto one foot, roll that ankle around. If you want to work the balance, you can go both arms off. Pulling up, good focus. Fantastic. Switch directions of that ankle when you're ready, taking it the other way. There you go. When you're ready, place that foot down. Same thing, other side. Get a good plant and base of support first. Up. Balance as needed here. Very good. About 5 times one way, and then reverse about 5 times the other. Fantastic. All right, set that down. From here, we're going to open up the hips a little bit. So you're going to have your right foot forward. You're going to step your left foot back. And I want you just to have a little bit of a short stagger stance, but keep your feet hip width apart. Then you're going to take your left hand over to the right shoulder. You're going to hug that arm down and in. You're going to push that back hip forward. So squeeze the glute, hug the arm in, and then you're going to rotate towards your right leg. So I rotate out of it. Shift that hip forward, squeeze the bum of that trail leg, and then gently turn. Try to peer over that right shoulder. Shift it back, shift it forward, fire the glute, and rotate. Good, last one. Back, forward, rotate, and release. Good job. Same thing, other side. So your left foot forward, right foot back, right hand comes over to the left shoulder. Very nice. Both feet firmly planted. You can start by just gently shifting that hip forward and back, trying to squeeze the glute of that trail leg. And then once that starts to open, add the rotation, turning towards your left side. So rotate forward and rotate back. Good. You can use your left hand to kind of grab the back of the arm or the elbow on your right side, and you can use that left arm to add a little bit of more rotation. Think about kind of trying to pull the arm around as you turn the head and release there. Very nice. We're going to go back to the first side, and we're going to add a little upper body stretch with it. So you'll step your left foot back once again. If you can reach up to overhead, you want to reach your left arm up, and we're watching our posture here. We want to avoid this sway back. So think ribs down. Bend at that elbow, and then reach around to grab that elbow. Pull that chin in, trying to make like a triple chin, lengthen through the head. And you can hold this position. If this is tough for you, just stay here. If you feel fairly stable and want to add a little side bend to it, you'll bend towards your front leg. So bending towards your right. Very good. Got one more here. Try to keep your eyes up. Try to look straight ahead. There you go. Good, Shirley. And then bring those arms down. Walk that back leg in. Same thing, opposite side. So your right foot steps back. We're going to reach your right arm straight up in the air. Check the position of the front of those ribs, tucking them down, lengthening through the neck as you bend the elbow. Remember, you can stay here and just stand tall, pull it in, or side bending through the body. Very good. Eyes up, chest up. Fantastic. Couple more here. Sometimes you'll feel it in your upper body through the arms. On this side of my body here, I feel it more down in my hip. So it just depends upon where your body is holding the tension. We hit multiple areas when we're doing a lot of these stretches. Go ahead and bring that down, shake that out. Let's grab a little drink of water. All right, so we're gonna take it down to the chair for just a couple more stretches before we start. But we're getting ready for either a good morning or some deadlifting. And then with the upper body, we're gonna be doing a single arm curl into an overhead press. But before we jump into it, I wanna give a little bit more warm up for the spine. So we're gonna sit nice and tall. You can either keep the feet flat on the ground or take your right leg and cross it over the left. We're gonna do our seated twist here. So you'll take your left hand to the right thigh, right hand to the right shoulder. Sit tall, look over your right shoulder, and then you're gonna pivot your elbow up and down, up and back, making these little circular patterns. Still trying to lengthen through the spine, sitting as tall as you can as you circle that elbow. Let's go a couple more. And when you're ready, go ahead and release. Same thing, other side, sitting tall, keeping the feet flat. If you'd like to cross your left leg over the right, it will take you a little bit deeper into that twist. And then left hand to the left shoulder. Use your right hand to gently pull yourself around. Look over that left shoulder, and then when you're ready, circle that elbow around. Up and down, up and back. Very good. And go ahead and release there. Fantastic. Uncross that leg. From here, feet flat on the ground. If you can reach behind your body, I'd like to see if you can support the low back with the palms of your hands. So I've got my hands supporting, sitting up nice and tall. I'm just going to lift my chest and lean back just a little bit. Some little bit of extension here. No pinching. It's also a good chest opener. So I'm pulling my elbows back, lifting the chest, breathing here. And go ahead and release. From there, we're going to do the opposite. Feet are still firmly planted, hands on the thighs. Just gently slide the hands down the legs. Pull your belly button in as you bow forward. Just far enough to get a gentle stretch into the low back. And then focus in, close those eyes for a couple of deep breaths here. Seeing if you can breathe in and out the nose. Try to send the air into the back of the rib cage. One more time. And when you're ready, go ahead and come on up. All right, and let's not jump right up to our feet. If your water glass is nearby, stay seated for a moment, take a little drink. And then when you're ready, we'll make our way up to standing. All right. So I'm going to be doing this circuit from standing. When we go into the shoulder curl and overhead press, I actually may sit down for that part depending upon the camera angle. But if you are a little bit fatigued today, want to sit down for the upper body work, please take a seat for that portion. Before we jump right into it, we're going to do a couple good mornings. And this is an option if you don't want to do the deadlifts. So what you'll do is you'll have your feet about hip width apart, toes pointing straight ahead. Go ahead and cross your arms over your shoulders. Standing tall, you're going to have just a slight bend in the knees. And then think about pulling your belly button in towards your spine as you send your hips back, bowing forward, looking down towards the floor, and then pushing through your feet to stand straight up at the top. Very good. So chin in, bowing forward, long spine, looking down towards the floor, and standing straight up. So like I said, this would be your alternative if you don't want to pick anything up off the ground. You can work the top portion of the hinge where you hinge the hips, and you can hold weight if you'd like with this. I would hold a weight right against my chest, bowing forward and stand. Otherwise, I'm going to be holding the weight right between my legs. I'm going to be holding one. Sometimes I can hold one in each hand, and I'll be lowering it to the floor and standing straight up from there. You don't have to go all the way down either. If your hamstrings are a little bit stiff, you could go just to mid shin and stand from there. All right, whichever version you choose, whether it's the good morning or the full deadlift, we're going to start here in 10 seconds. First of 3 rounds. If you're not quite ready, you can just watch the first round or join us when you are. 2, 1, and here we go. Pull the belly button in, just sending the hips back, bowing forward. Squeeze the glutes and stand. Very good. Think shoulders back and down as well. So don't feel like your shoulders are translating forward. Hold them back. Keep that chest tall. Very good. Looks great, Diane. Nice, Laura. And Laura, if you can turn sideways next round, I'll be able to see that. There you go. Very nice. Got it. Maybe one more. Controlling down. Squeeze the glutes. And 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Lightweight for this curl and press. So pick a side you want to start with. Start with your non-dominant side. For most people, it's going to be your left. You're going to keep the elbow in at the side. You're going to curl the hand into the shoulder, and then you're going to push straight up from there. Elbow forward, lowering down. Very nice. Curl it in and push tall. I forgot we're working for 45 seconds, not 30. You got a little bit shorter interval on the first set of deadlifts. I apologize, but we'll figure it out from here going forward. Full extension of that elbow, curling in, and then trying to bring that weight straight up to the center of your head. Fantastic. Down, up, and press through. Elbow forward, control down, up, and drive. Very good. Maybe one more here. Fully extend the elbow, curl it into the shoulder, and then elevate up. 2, 1, and rest. Good. We'll take 10 seconds. Same thing, opposite arm. So again, I'm going to keep that elbow in close to the body. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Curl to the shoulder. If there's anything keeping you from feeling confident to press overhead, you can do just the first portion where you curl it in. Okay, and then just up and down through that curling motion. So that would look like this without that overhead press. I just curl it to the shoulder and fully extend. If you can press up to overhead, I definitely recommend it, especially if you can do it without any pain in your shoulders. If anybody is having any pain and you don't want to talk to me now, you can always reach out to me after class or through the email. 10 more seconds, 1 to 2 reps into the shoulder. Push straight to the center of the head. Fantastic. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good work. We're going to take 30 seconds and we'll be back to that deadlift. Or the good morning. And remember, sometimes it's like a little bit freaky, like why is it called a deadlift? Because you're picking up a dead weight. The weight is just there on the ground. All right, going in 10. So you can do that forward bow or picking up the weight. Standing tall, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Long spine. And it's going to be 45 seconds this time, not 30. Bowing down. If you're taking it all the way to the floor, set it right between the feet. Or just go part way and then stand from there, squeezing the glutes. That's your backside. Lower down. Standing strong. Fantastic. Moving with control. Practicing those mechanics if you had to pick your dog up off the ground, grandchild laundry basket. That's 30 seconds, everybody. I'm going to bow forward. Long spine position. Good. Maybe one more here. 3, 2, 1, and rotate. Very good. Changing weights. Non-dominant arm to start. Keep that elbow into the side. Ready? When you're ready, join me. Curl it into the shoulder, pressing it to overhead. Good. Ribs down as you press to overhead. Very good. Smooth movements. Very nice. Halfway through. Curl in. Push through. Keeping those shoulders strong. And I do try to avoid the hand on the hip. If anything, I would say palm on the abdomen here to keep the ribs checked in or out to the side. Use your core to hold that spine strong. 3, 2, 1, transition. Same thing, opposite arm. All righty, elbow tucked into the side. 2, 1, Here we go. Curl to the shoulder first. Fully extend best you can. As you're lowering it down, elbow forward and all the way back out. Good. In, press, down, extend. Keep that breathing smooth. You can focus on contracting the bum as well, squeezing the glutes. So even though we're really focused on the upper body here, we can still keep the lower body engaged. We're over halfway, 10 seconds left. Curl it in, push it up, bringing it down, and 2, 1, transition. Fantastic. We'll take about 30 seconds, maybe a little bit more. We'll take our last round. Go ahead and just give a little rotation for the torso. Very good. One more time. All right, gonna go in 10 seconds. We back to that deadlift, or as always, that good morning, just bowing forward and standing. 3, 2, 1, and begin. Long spine, push the knees wide. Very good, good setup. Looking down. Fantastic, great position, Laura. And close. Nice, Shirley, yep. Bowing down. Very good. Yep, and I can't see where you go too far, Shirley, but just make sure that as you bow forward, you don't want to go more than about looking down to the floor and then straight up from there on that good morning. So don't feel like you have to bend too far down. Good. Almost there. 1 or 2 more reps. Over and up. Squeeze the glutes. And 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, final time through on that curl and press. Non-dominant arm first. Woo! Nice work. Keeping that elbow in. And here we go. Curl and press, just like it's called. Ribs down. And I have just a little bend in my knees here, so I'm not hyperextended. Kind of gripping my toes down. Stay engaged. Excellent. Halfway through. Moving well. Fantastic. 1 to 2 more. Up, down, extend, and 3, 2, 1, and switching arms. Awesome job. Final time, second arm. Ready? Here we go. Curl and drive up. Staying strong in the midline, engaging the legs. Eyes up, head up. Excellent. Thinking that elbow comes forward as you bring the hand down from overhead. So try to push the elbow straight forward. We tend to wing it wide. Fantastic. That's 30 seconds, 15 to go. Awesome. One more quality rep. Curl, press, and 2, 1, and relax. Fantastic. Give yourself a round of applause. Set 1 done. Woo. All right, let's grab a little drink. We're just going to do 2 rounds of the next piece here. We're going to work our tricep strength a little bit with a tricep kickback or an overhead extension. And then we're going to be working our single leg strength. We're going to be doing a reverse giant step. So be all on one side. I'll step one leg back, up and forward. I'll stay on that leg the whole time, stepping it back, stepping it forward. You can hold a little bit of weight up at the chest or down at your sides. Or if you're not holding weight, reach the arm out for a counterbalance. Okay. So get a nice light weight or make a fist. I'm going to be using a 5-pounder here. You want to have a chair or a countertop or a table nearby. Okay, if you don't have either of those, you can rest the forearm on the thigh. Otherwise, we're going to start in your left arm. You're going to support the hand. So go ahead and join me if you're ready. We're going to support, walk the feet back. You're going to reach your arm forward. Then you're going to row it in. You're going to hold that upper arm parallel the whole time. And then from here, you're going to extend the elbow straight back. Okay, if it's light enough, once you extend it, you can turn the palm to the ceiling. If it's hard for you to extend the elbow, just stick with that straight extension. All right, so here we go. We go about 30 seconds. So keep the upper arm parallel to the torso, the option to rotate that palm to the ceiling. Good, and make sure you're holding strong through that midline. Belly button pulled in. Once you have that movement down, look at your support hand. So keep that head neutral. I'm watching you all. 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Set the weight down. Come on up to your feet. So if you're on your left arm with the weight, you're going to have your left foot stay forward the whole time. I'm going to go no weight on this first round. 2, 1, here we go. So the right foot steps back, and you're going to drive into the heel of the left foot to step up and forward. Right foot steps back and up and forward. We oftentimes alternate. This time we're staying all on one side of the body. Good. Long step back. Front heel stays planted. Shin stays vertical. And eyes up. Fantastic. Good. Stepping it back. Pulling through, up and forward. Nice. Less than 10 seconds. Couple more steps. You can feel that hip on that left side kind of firing, pulling you through. And 2, 1, transition. Very good. We'll take about 15 seconds. We're going to do the same thing, opposite side of the body. So coming to your right arm this time. Set that left hand down, wide handprint. Walk the feet back. Hold your midline nice and strong. Okay, from here, you're going to pull that right arm up and in. And then when you're ready, we're going to extend it straight back. Option to turn the palm to the ceiling. If it's fairly challenging, just extend at the elbow. So in and back. I have that upper arm kind of against my torso the whole time. You should be just moving at the elbow here. Very good. Just at the elbow, in and back. Good. Bend it in and kick it back. Halfway through. Stay strong through the midline. Good. Keeping the back of those arms nice and strong, working those triceps. And 2, 1, transition. Set the weight down. Coming up to the feet, giant step back with the right leg forward. So start with both feet pointing straight ahead. 2, 1, and here we go. Left foot steps back, right foot stays forward. Don't trip on anything. I was talking to myself too. Very good. Eyes up, chest up. You can reach those arms out for the counterbalance. Drive into the foot of that right leg. Pushing through, extending the hip. Very nice. Halfway through. Eyes up, chest up. Good focus. There you go. 1 or 2 more. And 2, 1, and transition. All right, we're going to do that one more time. Going back to the first arm. If you feel secure on that giant step, you can hold a little bit of weight this round. Otherwise, we're back to that left arm. We're going to go in 5 seconds. Set the feet. Place that right hand down. Pull that left arm up and in. And here we go. Extend straight back. Bye, Diane. Have a great day. Extend the elbow. Feel free to turn the palm up. Bend it in. Extend it back and rotate. Once you know that movement, I'm going to turn the head. I'm keeping my eye on the time. Ideally, you want to look straight down at your support hand. So don't do what I do with the head position. There you go. Good, Shirley. You just elbow in, elbow back. Nice. Elbow in. Good. In and back. 1 or 2 more. And 2, 1, transition. Very good. Walk the feet in. Coming on up. So either continue to reach straight out, or I'm going to hold my weight underneath my chin. Left leg stays forward, right foot steps back. 2, 1, here we go. Grip the toes down on that left foot. Heels stay planted. Eyes up. Very good. Long step back. Drive to that heel. Think about trying to extend the hip on that left leg. Kind of push the heel. And what I mean by extend the hip is I mean stand tall. So stand up tall out of that leg. Back and up. Very good. Couple more. Nice. Last one. And rest. Beautiful. All right, second time, second side. So last time on this circuit, then we have one more to finish. All right, place the feet, grab that weight in your right hand, arm up and in, and here we go. Kick that elbow back. Once again, option to turn the palm up, only if the weight feels light enough for it. Yep. So basically when I bend the elbow in, it's like I'm bringing that weight up to my shoulder, and then I'm extending the elbow, bringing the weight back towards my hip. Very nice. In and back, and 2, 1, and transition. Very good. Final time on the giant steps. Right foot stays forward this time. Option to hold the weight up at the chest. Eyes up, 2, 1, here we go. Make sure you're not going to trip on anything. Long step back, drive into that right foot, up and forward. Back and up, back and up. Good. Heel solid, shin vertical, hips as level as you can. Fantastic. 10 seconds left. Good. Smile as you stand tall, fully extending that hip. And 2, 1, and rest. Woohoo! Set that weight down. Shake out those hips just a little bit, rocking them side to side. Grab a little drink of water. And we'll warm up for this last piece. All right, as you may have guessed, we try to hit as many of the main movements as we can in each class. So guess what? We're going to do a little bit of squatting to finish. If you don't feel like you want to squat today, you can do a little bit of marching during that portion. Or remember, you can always sit and stand from the chair. But I like to warm up that squat sit. So I'm going to use a chair, use the doorway, whatever you feel sturdy to hold on to. Go ahead and join me here best you can. You're going to place your feet about hip width apart. And I'm in number 10. I've got that dial of the clock on the floor. I'm going to turn one toe about 1 o'clock, one toe about 11 o'clock. From here, I can hold on much as I need or reach out. Send those hips back. This time, chest tall, knees drive wide. You want to keep those heels planted. And then push your legs into the ground. Use your upper body as much as you need to pull yourself tall, keeping that chest up. So push straight up and down through the legs. Very good. 1 or 2 more. Coming down, reaching out, driving those knees wide, keeping those hips, ankles, knees open best you can, and stand from there. Awesome. So we're going to be doing a squat or a sit stand. I'm going to demo to the chair the first round. You can hold weight or not for this. Okay, from the squats, we're going to do a little step jack. So stepping it out side to side, like we did in the warm-ups. You can either go overhead or side to side. And then you're going to want your elevated surface to support on or take it down to the floor for our mountain climbers. Knees up to the elbows. And then we'll have our little cross crawl pattern, working the brain on the last circuit. All right, everybody, grab a drink. We're going to start with those squats here in 20 seconds. If there's any questions, just let me know. We're going to be doing 3 rounds of this last circuit. All right, going in 10. Remember to set those feet like you're on the dial of the clock, slight toe out, eyes up, and 2, 1. Here we go. Reaching the arms out, driving the knees wide. Push your feet into the ground to stand. Yep. If you're lowering into the chair, try to just sit down nice and light, or you can even just lightly touch the chair and then stand. Sitting back and up. Very good. Paying attention as you lower. Keep your knees tracking out. A lot of times as we lower down, the knee will drop in. Do 1 more. Controlling down, push into the feet, and stand. Good. Rest from there. Step jacks are next. So remember, we can go up to overhead or out to the side. If you want to do a regular jumping jack, that feels appropriate, go ahead. And here we go. Stepping it out. Good. Nice smooth breathing. I do recommend clapping those hands together. Clapping those hands helps generate some own energy from our body. Good energy, right? There you go. Smile as you clap. Move into the rhythm. And 2, 1, and rotate. Good job. Elevated mountain climbers are next. So you're going to come to your elevated surface. Place those hands right underneath the shoulders. Walk the feet back. Hold your midline nice and strong. And here we go. So you can hold this plank position. If you feel comfortable to lift the knees up, you're going to pull the knee towards the same side elbow. Keep your head so you're looking right between your hands. You want to keep your hips as level as you can here as you lift those knees up. Very good. Strong support through the shoulders. Nice smooth breathing. And think about keeping that belly button pulled in. And 2, 1, and rest. Very good. Coming back up to the feet. Now we're going to work the brain with our cross crawl pattern. So we're going to go straight arms and straight legs. Best you can. Support on one leg. Reach your hand to the opposite thigh. If you don't feel strong enough or balanced enough to go onto one leg of support, you can just kind of shift the weight side to side. Otherwise, pick the foot up, kind of like you're trying to kick it out. Hand to the opposite thigh. Very good. You want to make sure you're really stable as you lift up onto one leg. Grip the toes, lift through the hips. I like to imagine I'm that marionette puppet. And someone's got my arms and my legs. They're doing the work for me. And 2, 1, and rest. Very good. We'll take 30 seconds. Little rest break here. Grab some water, and we'll be back to our squats or the sit stand. It'll be our second of 3 rounds. Second round, I'm going to demo the squats instead of the sit stand to the chair. You stick with what's best for you. All right, we're going to go in 10 seconds. If you want to hold some weight, you can hold it up at the shoulders or underneath the chin. Place those feet, and here we go. Send those hips back, knees out. Keeping your eyes up this time, eyes looking straight ahead. Good. Come down as far as you're confident, holding strong through the body. If you're sitting down to the chair, try to control down, see how softly you can sit or how far down you can control that descent. Fantastic. Great job, everyone. And 2, 1, and transition. Good work. If you're holding a weight, set it down. We have our step jacks, seal jacks next. And here we go, whenever you're ready. So either up to overhead or out to the side. Good. You have some good music playing on your end. Clapping and stepping to the beat. There you go, halfway through. If you want to change it up a little bit, open those shoulders a little bit more. We've got our elevated mountain climbers or holding that elevated plank next. Awesome. 2, 1, and transition. Very good. Elevated surface. Placing those hands just underneath those shoulders. Walking the feet back. And 2, 1. When you're ready, midline strong, so you can just hold right here. If you want to add the challenge of climbing that mountain, you're going to activate the midline, pull that belly button in, and trying to bring the knee towards the same side elbow. Fantastic. Once you know the movement, turn the head so you're looking right between the wrist and keep trying to lift up through your shoulders. 2, 1, and rest. Walking the feet in, coming back up to standing. Good job. Second round of that cross crawl pattern. So if you want to take a seat for this, you can go elbow to the opposite thigh from seated, or standing up, you can stick with the first round, straight arm, straight leg, or if you want to advance that yet, here we go for the opposite knee towards the opposite elbow. So harder position is bending the arms and legs, trying to bring them towards each other or keeping it straight. You can also do the arms and legs from that seated position if you need to break off the legs. Good. 15 seconds left here. Breathing through. This is the end of 2. If you've had enough after this round, just take a seat and chill. Otherwise, you'll follow me through one final round. 2, 1, and rest. All right, we're gonna take 30 seconds. One more time, grab a little drink of water. Woo! Nice work, everyone. Great session so far today. 15 seconds till we start. You want to increase the weight. You can also hold a weight, one in each hand, up at the shoulders, lowering down to the chair, or for that regular squat, set the feet, slight toe out. 2, 1, here we go. Controlling back to the seat. And now head up, chest up, push down, keeping those knees pushing out as you stand and lower. Drive into the floor. Nice work. Controlling back and standing with confidence. There you go. Good. Eyes up and standing tall. Fantastic. Let's go 1 to 2 more. Bringing it back, bringing it up. 2, 1, and rest. Fantastic. 3 exercises left. Starting with those step jacks. 2, 1, and here we go. So we call them seal jacks when we have our arms out to the side. Woo! Guess we're mimicking those seals, right? Clapping those hands, generating that energy. Okay, or up to overhead. Kind of vary it up here. You can double clap on this one. You can clap the thighs, clap the hands, and final 10 seconds. And bring those arms back down. Shoulders are starting to burn. 2, 1, and shake that out. Fantastic. Final plank or elevated mountain climber. Walk the feet back. Spread those fingers as wide as you can. Grip the palm of the fingers down into the surface of the table. And then when you're ready, begin either holding that plank solid or lifting those knees up and down. And imagine if I were there in your living room or wherever you are doing this workout, if I could come up, I'd give you a nice little friendly tap right between the shoulder blades, because that's where we tend to sink down between the shoulder blades. So think about if I were there, I could tap you on the spine and I'd want you to lift up against me. So think about lifting up right to that mid back. And 2, 1, and rest. Good job. Walk it in, walk it up. All right, final cross crawl. So stick with either the first 2 options, or the bigger challenge would be the foot behind the body. Make sure you feel really stable. If you have any instability, especially through the knees or ankles, I don't necessarily recommend this version. Otherwise, we're going to go final 30 seconds to finish. You can even sit it down in the chair. We also have the elbows to the knees or behind the body. Very good. 20 seconds left, everyone. Standing tall, finish strong. Great work. Woo! And whenever you go onto that single leg support, you want to kind of make sure you have a good base of support before you just come onto one leg. So pulling up, gripping the toes. I know I say it over and over, but I want you to remember it over and over. 2, 1, and we're all done. Woo! All right, give yourself a round of applause. Virtual high five. Let's grab that water. We're gonna stay on our feet for just a moment longer, and then we'll take it down. If you need to take a break sooner, go ahead and take a seat. Mimic as best you can from the chair. Just some rotational work side to side. Good. I know some of you are like, we just sat down, and then from there you can do it from the chair as well. One hand on the hip, reaching up or across, peering up, a little side stretch, and we'll go side to side there. One hand on the hip to support, reaching, and then down and switch. We'll go about 3 times each side. Very good. Very nice. Shake that out. And now I see many of you are back up. We're going to go pec opener. So we're going to make our way to the wall or the doorway. I think I can mimic over here. All right, so if you have that doorway, I'm going to place my elbow right about shoulder height, palm against the door frame, or here I'm using the garage door. Inside leg steps forward. So I'm stretching the right side of my body. I set my right foot forward, Keep those ribs down as you lean into it. You want to ideally feel it right up in the front of the chest. And then turn your body so you're looking away from the side that you're stretching. And I'm kind of blending right in here on this one. Peering over that shoulder. Inviting that pec to open. And when you're ready, go ahead and release that. Come off that side. Same thing on the other side. And if all you have is the flat surface, that works too. I'm just going to place my palm down, put the forearm against the wall, and I'll still step that inside leg forward. Lean into it, and then turn away. We'll hold about 20 seconds on this side. On that outstretched arm, try to keep that shoulder down out of the ear and turn the head as well as the torso. Very good. 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and release. Come off that wall. And now we'll make our way to the chair. All right. Hi. Sitting nice and tall. We're going to start with the shin. Trying to interlace the hands around the front of the leg. Shoulders down out of the ears. And let's give some love back to that ankle. We did it from standing earlier in the hour. Now we'll do it seated. Good. Turn it the other direction. Just get it all moving. Try to wiggle the toes around at the same time that you're moving the ankle. Fantastic. Place that foot down on the floor. Same thing, other side. Sit tall up out of the sit bones. Try to lengthen through your neck, bringing those shoulders down. Grabbing that shin on the opposite leg. Point the toes, lift the toes, whirl them around. It's also a great exercise to do like the alphabet with your ankle. Switch directions when you're ready. So if you're watching a movie or a television program and you happen to think about it, you can pick up one foot and then imagine you're trying to draw the letters of the alphabet. So it's really good exercises. Keep the foot moving in all different directions. All right, place that one down on the floor. We're going to go into the glute stretch next. So let's go to your left leg. You're going to go back, try to grab it in front of the shin, and then taking that left foot, trying to hook it around on the right side. Here we're going to sit tall and you're hugging the leg in. So still trying to lengthen through the neck. Interlace the hands. And I'm thinking about pulling your left knee across towards the right side of the body. Looking to stretch out this area here through the outer hip. Good. 2, 1, and let's release that side. Same thing on the opposite side. So readjust as needed in your chair. Push the foot down, lift that leg up, swing it around, sitting tall. And you can use that left leg to guide that right foot around. See if you can find any extra tension in that outer left, your right hip. Good. 2, 1, and release. Bringing that one down. All right, from here, we're going to come to the edge. Keep your left foot in and planted. Extend your right leg straight out. Sit nice and tall, and then you're just going to ever so gently bow forward, looking down. Kind of a hamstring stretch, but most of us are going to feel it in our low backs before the hamstring from this position. So just as much as you feel comfortable getting a little stretch, either in the hamstring or the low back. Hamstring's probably best done on your back and using like a towel or something on the back of the leg to pull the leg straight. But hey, we get close to it on this side. Go ahead and come on up. We're going to go same thing other side. Take your time if you need to get your orientation right with the head. And I'll swing it around the other way. Keeping your right leg in, left leg outstretched, sitting tall and lowering down from here. So it might be low back, might be a little hamstring. I even feel this in the calf on my outstretched leg. Smooth breathing. And come up when you're ready on that side. All right, let's give some attention to the upper body next. So sitting nice and tall. Let's take your right arm, reach it straight up in the air, bend that elbow, and then as much as you can, lengthening through the neck, reach around, grab that arm, and you're just gonna pull it back from there. So chin in, the feet firmly planted. You can either stay tall here if you want to just gently add a little side bend. You can bend away from the side that you're stretching. Nice. Try not to lose the posture of the head as you do it. So still focus on trying to keep that chin pulled in, trying to make like a double and triple chin with your head. And let's go ahead and release those arms. Good job. Roll those shoulders up and back in between sides. Keep it all moving, kind of move them in front and back, forward and back, alternating which arm's on top. There you go. And then when you're ready, your left arm this time, reach it up. Sit as tall as possible. Pull that chin in. Let that elbow bend. Reach around and grab that side. Good. Start by staying tall. And then when you're ready, you'll gently take it to that side bend as you choose. Up and down 3 to 5 times. Fantastic. And when you've had enough of that, go ahead and relax those arms down. And we're going to finish. Go ahead and scoot back on the chair. And a little bit of love for the upper neck area. So we're going to start by sitting tall. You're going to think about lifting. You're going to start on your right side. Imagine if I were there in your living room and I could take your earlobe of your right ear and lift it up towards the ceiling as you bring your left towards your left shoulder. That's what I want you to focus on. So just imagine I'm pulling your ear up. And before we start to go to that, I want you to take your right hand, if you choose, can give a little tension or extra support to that hand. Palm up, sit on that palm. So this is going to traction this shoulder back and down, sitting tall. And now I'll imagine taking that right ear up towards the ceiling as you bring the head to the side. So you want to feel that on the side, but kind of almost towards the back of the neck. If you'd like to add a little gentle overpressure, you could take your left hand, fingertips. So imagine like the pressure of like a dime or a quarter. And if you'd like, you can take your head and gently turn the chin down like you're trying to bring your chin towards your left collarbone. Not forcing anything, just getting a gentle, consistent stretch. And then when you're ready, go ahead and come on up and release. Same thing, opposite side. I'm sitting tall. You can take the palm of your left hand, place it right underneath the sit bone. Obviously, if you're on a wooden chair, I probably wouldn't recommend it. Shoulder back and down. And now I'm imagining I'm going to take your left earlobe, trying to lift it up towards the ceiling, bending it to the side. And then as you choose, fingertips of your right hand. Imagine placing a quarter on the side of your head. That's the type of pressure, like a dime or a quarter. Gentle, gentle, gentle. And then if you'd like, turn the head down like you're trying to bring your chin towards the right collarbone. And breathe there. So a great way to release tension in the neck and the area of the traps. They all attach, those muscles come and attach up into the back of the head, up back of the skull, and release when you're ready. All right, from there, just some flexion and extension. So you can sit tall, gently bring the chin down towards the chest, fingertips on the top of the head, lightly, 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 holding for about 5 seconds, and then we'll release. If you're comfortable to cross the palms over the front of your chest, we're just doing a gentle downward tissue pull of the skin as you look up. You just go up and down a few times there, looking straight ahead, downward tissue pull, look back up. And on this third one, looking straight ahead again. Now we're going to gently look up. And as you look up, bring your chin over towards your right side, like you're trying and turn your eyes. So you're trying to look over to your right side as far as you can, like there's some kind of golden spider in the far right-hand corner of your room or something. There you go. Looking to feel the stretch on the front of the neck, then coming back to neutral. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. So you're going to look straight up first, and then you're going to bring your chin like you're trying to look to the left as far as you can. Feel the muscles on like kind of front side of your left. Keep turning the eyes like you're trying to look in the far left corner of your room. And release when you're ready. All right, everybody, fantastic. From there, just a couple gentle neck circles, whatever feels good to your body. Maybe shift around your chair a little bit more. Get up, reach up to overhead. Thank you so much for coming today, taking care of your bodies. And we'll look to see you next time. Drink plenty of water today, eat some vegetables, and have some fun.